Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is TrueSkin89. We are back on that Madden 25. Yes. What brought us back? Well, we've been playing, we just haven't been streaming. So we have been doing a lot of other play. But they just started a drop. So here I am for you. We're gonna grind out some Madden matches. And we're going to actually just go online, see who we can catch, and see if we still got it. All right, thank you for joining. Thank you for rolling with me.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ball teed up, Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off from Acrisure. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Russ is cooking again. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive.
No way, my kind sir.
We've got a turnover on down.
What's going on?
1st and 10.
No, I shouldn't.
And he gets it past the 50 and down the side of the field. He gets a couple on first.
Does that make sense? Okay, if you choose to. If you're capable of it.
Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up.
You can't start off with talking about violations and then do that.
Here's Robinson.
You said it wasn't you.
See him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
So y'all play by committee?
There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you
So y'all take turns?
Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands.
Will it turn 4th?
To the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
And they will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Like,
the Commanders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Gets everything he has under this throw.
Got him. Oh!
Inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give him some serious momentum.
Try that again. Try that again.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris.
You fooled me.
And he's caught behind the
You
line
fooled
for a
me.
loss.
Yeah, the time.
They will not get another play off. We're at
So
the
your
end of
play is
one.
to let the time run
Is our
out.
score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Russ setting to throw. This ball's cut by Pickens. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown.
You got that.
The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. George Pickens, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
No hesitation there in going for it for 2 at their first opportunity. Even if it didn't work out, pretty clear that they're not going to hesitate to take risks offensively in this game.
Yeah, nothing wrong taking that risk there, especially if you want to be the ones dictating how this game's going to be played. But trust me, with all this time left, you're going to be chasing some points the rest of the way.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. Have him gain about a handful there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Play fake here, Daniels. And there's a
Oh, you got that for now.
by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive
Oh, you lucky.
to go chase that down. So
You lucky I had that.
6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. He fires one deep down the left sideline.
Got that. Oh, dropped it.
But he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Wilson now off the play action. That's caught for the 1st. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with a 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down. Wilson now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and short.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On play action now, Wilson.
Ah, missed. Oh, good.
And he He's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good.
I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Harris can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that
Somebody that's trying to trick me
is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Your excuse.
They'll run with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's halftime of this contest.
All right.
We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Daniels from the pistol. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. Juke the defender. Still going inside the 35. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like...
Really? So this is what they do it already. I guess I got, how did he say, cooked or violated? What's going on? What's going on?
Nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium.
All right. Next up is this who? Young King Jr. Everybody drop a like in there for Mr. Young King Jr. Oops.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Ty Chandler to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play action here. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Sideline shot is snagged by Hawkinson. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
If you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jonathan Bullard with the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Daniels.
Not high enough.
Oh, is an interception. Ivan Pace has got it.
Okay.
The Vikings see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Hits his tight end on the corner.
How did he hold on to that?
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Jones once more. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. It's Jones on the toss. Still has room inside the 15. Gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Reichard set to kick this away.
My turn.
Short kick here, fielded at the 17. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Robinson on the inside give. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Staying with Robinson. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Commanders in need of some points before the break. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Chandler now on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Buys time, rolling right. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Say you let me do it?
Throwing here, Darnold. Completed right side to Addison. And he'll be
why he running?
At his own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. To throw, here's Darnold.
Got
Defensively there. 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
2nd and 10 now. Called in left side. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Vikings out of the hurry up, need everyone back to the line. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He's got it to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're going play action.
I'm going to get one of those. Keep throwing it right over him.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Told you.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Frankie Louvu.
Lulu. What's going on, Frank?
Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Play fake here, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they make the tackle at the 38. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels on 1st down. Stays it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Trying again following the sack. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47.
Ah. It dry.
This one back from the end zone.
Oh.
And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Starting at the 10. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the 2nd half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so and maybe even take control of this game.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Come on.
A toss now to Robinson. Oh, he he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now Daniels off the play action. Deep drop this time. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be third and long.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
That's caught for the first. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they'll decline this and take the results. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender comes away with it. And the Vikings get the football back at the 14-yard line.
I threw it to the wrong side.
Okay, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
He got into the locker room.
Up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Working quickly here. They go play action on first. They left him wide open. It's complete. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He's got time here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. Able to find Jones.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. This, our last play of the quarter. First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay. Not anymore.
He left the door open.
And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Returning from the 18-yard line. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards.
Took too long.
Second down coming up. First carry now for Austin Eckler. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
He'll throw it. It's caught. Eckler. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
He finds him beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Trying to push it deep downfield.
Come on. You're on the other side of me and you're shorter. It's not over.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Got him deep behind the line.
You gave up?
And their defense does it. They take it back for a touchdown, and we're all tied up. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out,
never back down, never what? Never give up.
And limit that significant damage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with
you ain't get a field goal.
Chandler now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Okay, do it.
Trailing by 1 score
You,
lead here,
you just said it was over a second ago.
This is what helps
So,
them get right
you know,
back into it. Good field position.
I'd rather play the game.
Important series yet of this game.
That one's cut along the side.
Oh, that's not a touchdown.
This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. Able to find
missed it.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Cut out left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout.
So you don't waste the clock.
More in their pocket to use. Now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And guess what? You left me so much time. Thank you.
Inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick will just win them this game.
Return starts from the 16. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Back to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. This is brought in at the 50. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well,
they trying to rush it.
The exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
I see.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. This game now resting on the try from Austin Seibert. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot.
There we go.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders make one final
good game.
play.
Hey, you can find this game on Twitch. Look for TrueSkin89.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
All right, Sigma Brody.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Kansas City.
All right, we're sitting here. We're streaming out on Twitch. Oh, I see that you been playing a minute. You're already at level 20. Oh, I don't even know what I picked. Okay.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about
under pressure, and he'll go down.
Good defense. He has somebody under everybody.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Seibert's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And then he goes with a juke. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I pretty much just wanted to see what that looked like.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Throwing now is Daniels. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
Wow, he's going slow.
5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
To throw is Daniels.
Right when I started throwing it.
George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. They can't tackle him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
And he dropped it. He ain't want that. How he got by himself, I don't know.
Execute better and try and get back in this game. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. How's
it only one person over there? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Kelsey, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And no,
dead down.
So the 2-point conversion.
All right. So we're about hack assignments now.
Cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
22 yards there, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Why didn't he just run? What was all of that?
Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. He's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Daniels.
Oh, come on.
It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final
Do it
play
too
of this
late.
first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
All
Welcome
right.
back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon
See if we can adjust for these
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3.
assignment
And they
hacks.
trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
You ain't getting up off of him. Lay down again.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight. That's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Got him.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense...
That's not pass interference. Oh, I'm diving on his back already.
It feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
To the air goes Daniels. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Daniels going to throw for it.
What?
Incomplete on the deep ball.
It's like they're held off until that time I throw the ball.
Have the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to
All right, let's find out what's changing what we have. We'll figure it out.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
All right, so 2 scores. All right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Daniels looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Daniels.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Handoff now to Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man here.
How did he hold on to that? Hit him right on the ball.
Just shy of the 20. Mahomes going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He floated in.
Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following this. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, 35 yards. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Seibert up and good.
All right.
Things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Back down, never would.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his
man.
in the backfield. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. It's Rice. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of account.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-strong game here with not a lot of time remaining.
We gotta stop them.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Still have hope.
And what a throw that was, Charles.
Don't you do it.
Close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Good game.
And incomplete.
Oh.
Fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the ball. And that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week, offense still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Okay. What's going on? Hey, good luck.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena. We're in a much different type of arena here.
Just so you know, we're streaming.
In Landover, Maryland. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going.
Man, everybody want to be Kansas City.
From Landover. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
My last opponent was Kansas City.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He gets 6 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 46.
I
I
see that late.
You
know, run it.
And the Chiefs have an early opportunity. That's an interception on the game's first series.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Catch is made in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away.
I like how the option to choose left, right, or center are in the left, right, and center. You ain't got to look around and accidentally pick the wrong one. Or 2 lefts and a right, no center.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun. Daniels.
Oh, couldn't stay up.
And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Couldn't stay up.
Everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway.
Oh, wow. That was not a good punt.
And he'll signal the fair catch. Brings this one in comfortably right at the midfield stripe. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send a man in motion. Play action, Mahomes. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They go play action. It's Mahomes.
Thank you. I didn't know how he got that ball off in the first place.
Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Third and long for him here. That's caught first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. This one finds Kelsey. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes.
Oh, they wouldn't even give me him.
Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pull out in front further, 13-zip. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown.
We can live with that.
His second scoring catch of the game.
Don't leave it.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So second down coming up. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Daniels throwing on third. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. Here's Robinson up the middle. He breaks the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34.
Really?
This is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
How the heck he's able to get down the line and get out there that quick?
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to... They send a receiver in motion right. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. Pushing it up past the 30.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Mahomes to throw for it. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to the air, Mahomes. He's on the move.
What? They didn't let him jump.
And they finally bring
He was right there. They should have swatted that.
And a new set of downs.
I know you knew he was either going to swat it or take it because he was right there.
Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made by Deron Payne. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Working quickly here. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. They connect on the deep shot.
What? That was on the ground.
How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find
That's the Kelsey effect.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes.
Got him.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Dang it, he can't run. Your guy can make it to the line, turn around, run back out 10 yards. But my guy can't run 4 yards.
Lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL.
So I see why everybody want
You have all that data from the first half. Want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Daniels on first down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Didn't even look at the clock.
In the books from this one. It's Commanders football.
All right. Dang it.
2nd and 3 now.
I went to flash pass it, and I ended up picking a play. I don't even know what I picked.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a play that won't
come
on the stat sheet.
Look, I sure did not know what it was that I chose.
File that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Daniels now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Daniels to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On second down, Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
That's completed right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
That's crazy that they sent it all the way in. It should have been out. It's a 3-on-2, our advantage. But they throw the ball in so that your guy is covering 2. They throw it towards him. That's crazy.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has a man, it's Brown. And this one does not go far. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lobs it up. Left sideline. Looking for a jump play. Looking for his
I would have loved that for them to throw it like that for me. See how that was to the left side? It was your guy or nobody.
That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He's trying another one deep.
Oh my God! But look how he jumped. I don't know what he was doing. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Half hurdle, half block. None of it was trying to catch it. Half doing self Heimlich.
Down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go. It's Mahomes.
Yes.
Complete. And he pushes it up across
what?
The before going out. The right call.
Oh.
Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion.
Can I challenge that? They won't even let me challenge it. That's crazy. Oh, because inside of 2 minutes.
All the pressure that drives right on him. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll.
Oh man.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You got that.
Complete.
Oh. So wait a minute. Now they count you stepping out. But but the one that would have been more important, like, eh.
Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Got
He
it.
intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And forget the interception.
There we
He
go.
makes this a pick six touchdown.
At least we didn't go on the eggshell. Like, we ain't doing no zeros.
You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
And now the Commanders face a very important two-point attempt. Setting up to pass. And this is going to be caught getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Well, all things going their way through the air at the moment, partner. They pick off a throw for 6, and then they complete a pass of their own to add on 2 more.
Can I be honest with you here, Kate?
Please.
And maybe I'm a bad person for saying this, but every once in a while, I root for chaos.
Ooh, I love it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a little chaos. I wouldn't mind seeing that one go back through the air the other way and put 2 on the board, but it wasn't to be. That's excellent execution to get the touchdown on the pick 6 and put 2 more on the board.
And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Flushed out of the pocket. He's taking a shot down the sideline. That's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays.
That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting.
It's almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he got the feet in, too.
That's a wrap.
Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
All right, good.
Got themselves another 1st and 10.
Pick 6.
He'll look to throw it.
Nope.
Now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he will score. And with no time left, that should clinch the win.
Yeah, I thought you were just gonna throw it in the flat. That's standard thing everybody does.
Staying on the field. They're gonna try for 2. They'll try to run it in.
Come on! Your feet ended in. The ball never made it in there. Your feet. The ball has to cross the plane.
Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25.
Oh.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
Oh, I didn't even see number 17 way down there waiting.
Well, as they celebrate
good game
of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears, hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home.
Hey, what's up?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland.
All right. So welcome to Mr. Sir Brinks. We are currently streaming right now.
Here's Austin Seibert to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a three tight end look. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. Third down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that'll set up 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
Kind of refreshing. Play somebody other than Kansas City.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga, on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Daniels going to keep this himself. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Come on.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Throwing is Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. Well, that is a fitting end to this drive. Nothing works. He loses yardage on third down. Here comes fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Ricky Pearsall deep for the Niners.
What the?
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. He'll push forward for about a yard. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 0-0 is the score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. A give for McCaffrey running right. And
what?
Bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
To throw on first down is Purdy. And that one is
nope.
Complete along the boundary.
Complete.
Good job of getting those feet in back.
It was in the air.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way
Number
forward.
7-7 got to stop pushing.
And that's going to set up 3rd down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Working out of the gun, it gets there.
Thought I threw it.
Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. At the 41-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Daniel. In trouble.
Good, I didn't throw it.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory.
Oh, so one of those.
It's a turnover on downs.
We're going to make him just drift back the whole time.
All
right, so.
Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having no.
Why don't you play fair?
You're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy quickly to Ayuk. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd down is that one intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. A touchdown, Washington. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Motion man is the tight end going right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's a slant to Ayuk. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and short. Purdy.
Come on, Deron. Could have caught that.
The main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this
there we go.
He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run over center.
Why did he stop?
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he will get into the end zone. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy.
Ah, come on.
BYU complete.
This state turned backwards.
Inside the 45. They'll go play action with Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down. Now it is 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he will score. Game on. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle.
Good looking out, number 2.
Sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Give to Robinson from the pistol. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Daniels now going to look to throw. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 1, 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. He slams it in there, and he is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Seibert out now for the extra point.
Dang it. Oh, yeah, I meant that.
It's good. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Purdy now on second down. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they're going to mark.
I don't know how to make me shank like that.
35. He'll go play action. Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Purdy gonna put it up again. Escaping the danger.
Come on, you lifted him past it. Just put him down where you had him.
Up past the 45.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Marshawn.
Deebo Samuel that time. And that will lead to a second down. Back to the air again is Purdy. He'll let this go deep.
What?
For the end zone.
They made my guy stop.
It's gonna be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Oh my.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their
See, I'm
job.
grabbing him and they make him stop.
One possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He's going to take a shot down the field.
They better not give him that nonsense.
And he'll be taken down. That is about
Bad enough that somehow a linebacker faster than my wide receiver.
Still, not enough for the first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Now on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time.
I should have let him catch it.
And forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Hit as he threw the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Oh!
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel.
Pass interference.
Incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
And a timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. We are set for 4th and long. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. At the 25, the drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run with Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, it's Robinson. Not much there.
Too many bodies at his feet.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Daniels.
Oh, that's crazy.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. Past midfield. Inside the 30.
What a way to go out. Really? You get hard at the end? Oh.
This game is over. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers.
And I was going to say good game, but it wasn't no more. Sucker. First I'm a cheat.
They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant
Then I'm going to get quiet. Then I'm going to say something at the end. Because mommy.
For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Got time for one more. All right.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Diesel. You definitely have to be a Jets fan to play with the Jets. Hey, good luck there, Mr. Stiesel. I think it's Stiesel. And then for everybody else, this is going to be our last game today. So make sure that you hit that like, that follow, that subscribe, post notifications, tell a friend, tell a neighbor. TrueSkin 80. Play the games that you want to watch.
At the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right to the air goes Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? More from MetLife Stadium after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions.
My own guy bumped into me.
Just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man here is McClure. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. 1st down for Aaron. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Kene Wanwu now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Rogers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Now Rogers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points. And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's Rogers. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tyler Conklin, touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Daniels to throw, up under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And now timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
understand you. The ball comes out. What a fortunate bounce. He got it right back. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Rodgers now. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. A first down there on a gain of 12.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Rodgers on first down. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Rodgers to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Oh, and the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run. It's Hall. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take...
And he's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, come on.
Could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And the Jets are going to take over.
He didn't even turn around. He didn't do his route.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned. And sometimes
he's like, I'll just keep going.
In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex
ain't fool
at the
nothing.
NFL level than it is necessarily in college. And I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
They wouldn't even let me get him.
Down at the 40-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Another run here with Hall. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Missed.
One caught by Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, good game. It looked like he's just going to waste the clock out.
Defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
On the run, here's Hall. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration.
Oh, man.
Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And he's going to be taken down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a
just gonna sit it out.
game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And a timeout comes. The whistle
Yeah,
blows
field
with 3
goal.
seconds remaining on the clock. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zerlock. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. So this one in the win column for the Jets.
Yeah.
And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.
Dang it. All right. So
that'll do it for us.
we gotta
For
go
Greg Olsen and our terrific
back
team
to the
behind
lab.
scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X.
I gotta find where our plays are at.
NFL.
I don't have my
It's a win for
iPhone.
the Jets
I don't
as we say
have.
goodbye from MetLife
Well, I don't know
Stadium.
where my certain run plays. I have not been on since they updated it, but that is no excuse. I'm gonna get better at my timing. Let's see. All except the fourth one seemed real competitive, but then we know what happened during that one. Oh man. Well, that's it for now. This is TrueSkin89. Remember, always adapt and overcome. It's TrueSkin89. I'm out. Peace.